this mindset that we're past the Holocaust. We're not if you're in North Korea. We're not if you're in China and you're a Uyghur Muslim.
Right.
We're not. There's parts of the world right now that are under the thumb of a horrendous dictatorship.
Well, look at Canada.
Yeah, it's
Holy
wild.
shit! You can't be a trucker in Canada, and you can't.
Well, you can. You can't. You just have to do everything Trudeau says.
Oh man.
Or you're a misogynist and a racist.
Oh man.
When he said that, a lot of them are racist and misogynists. Well, show me some fucking evidence.
Yeah.
You're just saying that because they don't want you to be able to enforce medical mandates.
Dude, the way that guy talks, okay.
He creeps me out.
I would do a fight 100 in 3 months with that man.
Have you ever seen the fucking photos of him?
Him fighting?
Comparison to Castro.
Oh yeah.
The big rumor is that his mother slept with Castro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get out of here. And then you see pictures of him next to Castro at various stages of Castro's life and his life. And you're like, holy shit. If that's not true, what a coincidence. Have you seen it, Jamie?
We should definitely bring.
Yeah, pull up the photos comparing Justin Trudeau to Castro.
I just don't like the way he talks. The way he talks is like, well, just like, oh my gosh, man.
No, he's a fake smart person. That's what he is. He's a fake smart person.
I hope it's coming to him, though.
There's a series of images that show him next to Castro. Yeah, that's a good one. Look at that. I mean, what the fuck? How much more evidence do you need? Make that a little bit bigger. Listen, if I was a betting man,
look at that.
If I was a betting man, I'm pushing all my fucking chips in on the Castro. Well, come on. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, maybe it's a coincidence. We investigated those damning rumors about Fidel Castro being Justin Trudeau's real dad. 2018, they did this.
Aren't they losing the power of press there as
What's
well?
that? 2016. Oh. I mean.
I feel really awful for what Canada is going through.
I have a lot of friends in Canada trying to get out now.
I mean, people are escaping, right?
Yeah, they're trying to get out. Well, they were under they were under a medical apartheid. I mean, that's what it is. Apartheid is like forced separation.
And they did the most, and here's, so the truckers went out, and it was obviously they had bouncy, jumpy gyms, and they had their children out, and it was obvious that they weren't going to burn down any cities, right? And I think that's where I kind of I learned something with the protests that were happening with the BLM riots and everything. I was like, oh, okay, so this is why they do that. This is why this happens, is to put the fear of God in the government, right? So they weren't, the Canadian government was not worried about these truckers burning down anything.
He was worried about it looking bad and losing power and then losing elections. That's what he was worried about.
Yeah. So my point there is kind of I was a little bit unaware of why people would do that, and cause such a scene and hurt so much, of these cities. And now I understand why they do it. Not to say that I would ever encourage that, but I understand why. Because after just looking at the trucker movement and how disrespected they got, it was like, dude, if they were a bigger threat down there, that wouldn't have been the case.
Who knows? I mean, Canada is very different than the United States because it's much harder to get a firearm, much harder to get a handgun.
Even harder now.
Yeah.
Which for me is God, I feel safer with my guns. I don't have the money for all that security that they have. I have to, feel comfortable and safe.
Well, that's what's crazy. It's like they have armed guards. If you really think that no one should have a gun, then maybe your guard shouldn't have guns either.
Right, right.